The aim is to bring Earth observations of space data and information coming from space data closer to the users. The user in this case again are civil protections and first responders. How to do that? Well, we have two different type of events that are impacting fast. Fast impacting events are, for instance, flash floods or earthquakes. So you don't have a forecast. You may have short-term forecasts for the floods, but you don't have forecasts at all for earthquakes. And therefore, your main activity is response. It means dispatching, managing the disaster and the aftermath of the disaster. The other type of events is events that have relatively slow impact and can be forecasted. For instance, you cannot forecast the happening of a fire, the lighting up of fire, but you can predict the condition in which a fire, if it was lit, it would be propagate faster. This is another type of thing, which is preparedness or generally prevention. In the last, say, 10 years, the number of spacecraft taking picture or measurements on Earth from above, from 500, 600, 700, 1,000 kilometers and more, has grown exponentially. Therefore, today you have information available at all scales and basically continuously. Of course, the type of information can change as a function of the need of that specific first responder. You may have either high resolution in time, which means many images continuously, or high resolution on ground, so spatial high resolution. It means few images but very detailed. Typically, there are two classes of applications that work on that. In the first, high temporal resolution, meteorology. Today, the capacity of forecasting for the next 12, 24, 48, 72 hours is allowed by the availability of very performing satellites used only for meteorology. This is fully supported by funds from the World Meteorological Organization until the planet until 256. So there is no problem of discontinuity. The other story is for highly detailed images of Earth, from which the user can know better about what's happening, what will happen, etc. In that case, also there has been an outstanding improvement in number and quality of satellites. Let's imagine that a part of the Copernicus services that are covering basically everything on Earth at the scale of 10, 20 meters spatial scale resolution. Now you have plenty of satellites, for instance, Planet, where are flying 120 flocks, so satellites at the same time in this moment, that can revisit one place on Earth basically every day. So the choice has been growing and now is enormous, and therefore you need something in putting together the needs, the availability, and linking them. We spoke about fires because fires, especially in the Mediterranean, but now sometimes also in northern regions, is impacting severely everyday activities. And fires can deserve a significant activity of prevention and can be forecasted, as we said. Not the fires themselves, but the extension of fires. Then floods. Floods is also, especially with the climatic change and these meteorological extremes, the occurrence of flash floods and floods is becoming critical, has already become critical. Third, aerosols, plumes in the atmosphere, both of noxious material, but also of, for instance, plumes of ash from fires, ash from volcanoes threatening their navigation. There are plenty of applications that can be foreseen beyond those that will be treated directly.